You can't drag this around, unfortunately. What does that look like from inside? You epilepsy warning. You can also change to surface, and I guess I can turn off the engines. Yeah, okay. So if I actually make the engines go through the center of mass of this thing, then we're fine. Then we can have that do what it's supposed to do. Well, right now I'm more flying than falling. I mean, my vertical speed is like -5. So we're falling with 5 meters per second off the 2000 that we go currently. Re-entry so far is going fine. If the lower atmosphere isn't going to make us do more stupid stuff, like we're not even sinking right now. We're rising. We're going up. We are skipping off the atmosphere. Just not with an actual apoapsis to speak of. Like, we're rising at 7-8 meters per second. That's actually ridiculous. But seeing as you do want to like bleed off a bunch of energy in the upper atmosphere, that's actually good. Because if we'd plummet down into the lower atmosphere with this speed, we'd burn up for sure. I mean, seeing as we already have like pretty high heat in front there. Okay, now vertical speed is actually going down again. Like, down towards the ground. And rising by a lot, actually. Yep, now it's time to see how well this really handles the re-entry. Like, up until now, this seems okay. It's getting hot, but not very hot. Like, the first thing that's probably gonna blow is the nose cone. Okay, angle of attack is a little bit high. Maybe. Just saying. You might don't wanna go in there facing upwards. It's not strats. If we if we keep decelerating like that, we might stop getting the shock heating by the time we're in the lower atmosphere, which would be good. Why are you not looking in the way that you should look? Uh-oh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's not the greatest thing. RCS on, just to have a little bit more control about this. Why are you flying backwards, you son of a bitch? I mean, we definitely slowed down enough to not, like, Jab, would you try going prograde? It did hold together, that's good, but right now I'm going backwards, which is kinda not good. It's exactly where you're not supposed to go. You're falling backwards. That's not what you're supposed to do. This is a flat spin. Gonna try using these. Like, if nothing else, at least make me go nose first again. Okay. Gotcha. Almost. Stop. We're gonna crash into this mountain if you... Engine assisted vertical landing. Yeah, kinda not. I mean, it almost came back, but yeah, that didn't work. Revert to vehicle assembly. Okay, so one, I need these orbital maneuvering engines to actually be at an angle, which means this tool, and you're gonna go like this. If I had the vectors on and my gear out, then I would have probably stuck that landing, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure if I had the gear out, I would have just tipped over and not actually crashed. I just didn't put the gear out because I didn't see the ground soon enough. Get that away. Like, does that look okay to you? Does to me. If I look at the, like, view of the shuttle from behind, this kinda looks okay. Let's try this again. I mean, we know that the thing can lift off and go to space, so all we really need is the thing. Hi. Okay. Okay. I like when that happens. Lift off the space shuttle in 3, 2, 1, launch. Overly dramatic shot, yeah. Kinda. Shot from underground. If I do fine controls, is that better at all? Goodbye. I'm assuming they don't survive, actually, since the chutes are probably not enough. Also, they might not actually touch the ground before they're out of physics distance. Also, whether the chutes actually deploy in that distance. I don't think, yeah, they're out of physics distance before they reach the ground. That's the problem here. Make this a little bit more balanced. Okay. You know, what would be really cool for this would probably be the fuel pumps mod that actually lets me set the pump level of these so I can make this and this drain last and equally. Okay. Now we turn this thing around. See that we have fuel in this left, as per usual. Would you not? Looking like an orbit to you? Yeah, if you count periapsis of 39 as an orbit. Oops, wrong engines. And I still don't have an action group for that. Let me see. If I actually, like, shut down, shut down, shut down. That's an orbit. That's an orbit. 105 by 73. We have achieved orbit. Okay. So this is officially a space shuttle that actually works. At least the launching part does. Now let's actually bring it back this time. Without freaking out. However, what I want to do is I want to follow this down, because it's still suborbital. This has a periapsis of 34, so we're gonna watch this burn up in the atmosphere. Unfortunately on the dark side of the planet again. So you're not seeing much until it starts burning. I wish ambient light adjustment would update for 1.1. How is that looking? Wow, that's getting warm. Those parts seem to be good heat shields. Since this hardly gets any heat. Those adapters there are definitely more heat resistant than the big adapter, like the metal adapters here. Definitely have a higher resistance to heat. This will start exploding. Definitely. There's no way this is not going to explode. Because it's not slowing down a lot. and we're falling faster and faster. And as soon as we're here, we should start burning up and disintegrating and everything. Yep, there's the overheating, at least for the Cepatrons and everything. This is holding up a whole lot longer than I thought it would. But yeah, this is essentially glowing hot. Like, look at this. It's glaring yellow. Oh, we're actually white over here already. So this is about to... Yeah, there we go. Look. Stuff's overheating. Behind the Kerbal Engineer window. And... Are you gonna blow already? Please. Or you're gonna slow down enough to actually fall into the ocean. Really? The heat resistance of this stuff is way too high. I mean, we're still going Mach 3.5? So with that, I'd say these things are gonna count as heat shields for me now, from now on. Like seriously, we're still going at Mach 1.7? Still 1.5 times the speed of sound. Yep, it's gonna explode when it hits the water, definitely. We're like 700 meters up, still going almost Mach 1. We just hit the surface of the ocean at 90% of the speed of sound. Anything doing that in real life would have disintegrated already before hitting the ocean. Space Center.